Hola amigos, bien o no, saludos otra vez desde Medellín. Um, Poco tarde hoy, pero muy bonito las luces aquí hoy, ¿no? Um, entonces hoy algunos pensamientos como motivación, para decir algo. Y motivación y preguntas de su identidad personal y más informo que cuál es tu, no, como dice, tu identidad, tu personalidad, y cómo es más importante quién soy, como cuál es tu trabajo. Ese es el tema de hoy. So, hello again, welcome back to Medellin. Now we're back in the evening again, a bit of a later day today. Theme for today, not so much a list of words, but a thought on how we progress, how do we improve, particularly, let's say, a habit. How do we take something we're trying to do, take it to the next level where we don't need to think about that so much. We don't need to have an internal conversation, a personal conversation with ourselves about should I do this, should I do that. It becomes something non-negotiable, something that we just do. How do we make that change? Well, I've been thinking about this for a while, and some different books and things I've been reading on this topic generally suggest that in the end it becomes less about what you do, either in the sense of your general occupation or the tasks you choose to achieve a particular thing. So it's less about what you do. It's even, again, less about how you do it, in terms of like the methods you use, but it becomes more important when the behavior becomes who you are. So it's that sense when you switch from it becoming just a task to becoming more an identity. And once we make that switch, then it is not something we negotiate anymore with ourselves or anyone else. It's just, that's who I am now, that's what I do. And then you get to focus more on how you improve that bit by bit, because you're no longer debating whether you should do that thing. Bit profound that, isn't it? Yeah. So it's not about what you do, or even really how you do it. It's more about once it becomes who you are. So if I think about it, like for me, in the sense that I don't really look at the kind of some of the work I do now as more of my job. It's now become something I do. It's what I do. I teach English here now. That's it. I mean, that's really now more or less who I am. It's become a thing I do. It's more about an identity shift, really. And also, I'm still studying, so I could say, in a way, I've become more of a student generally, because I'm having to learn Spanish. I'm still studying that. But the difference is to say, rather than I am studying Spanish, I just say generally I'm a student, because that doesn't limit me to Spanish. That allows me to study other things as well. And then it becomes more of a, okay, so I'm a student, what do I do? You know, how do I improve that general behavior, that general sort of responsibility, perhaps better? How do I improve that general responsibility? So that's the thought for the day. Think about it. In what you're doing, is it more about what you do, or is it now a case of who you are. That's the challenge for the day. Have a think about that. So now from Medellin, I shall say cheerio, and we'll get back to normal broadcasting tomorrow.